Hey guys, it's your friend Bougie Bree. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I want to go over the products that I used in weeks 11 and 12 and review them and give you my thoughts on them and see if they're going to stick around or if they're going to go. So let's get started. Let's start with the face products. Those seem a little easier. The bronzer I used was the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. I got some pretty decent use out of it. I did have the Clay Play Volume 1. I have both, but I had Volume 1. I passed it along to my friend Audrey. I found that the powders in that one were too rough. They weren't very smooth, and I didn't enjoy them. But this, I absolutely enjoyed, and I will be keeping this one. Then I used the Real Her Be Fearless, Be Limitless blush palette. We got this in a BoxyCharm several months back. And I actually went ham on this. If you see this shade right here in particular, I really did some damage on that one. I really, really love the formula of this. They were so smooth, so beautiful, just really pretty. They went on my skin very well. I didn't use this one too much, but I used the ends very much, and I liked it, and I'm gonna keep it. Then I have the You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter from JCat Beauty. That's what it looks like. It has that beautiful rose. It's a pinky toned highlighter. Can you see it? There it is. I didn't think I was gonna like this, but I actually love this. This is so beautiful. And I actually have all of them in the series, all of them, and I can't wait to try the rest of them. But this was absolutely gorgeous on my skin. I have yellow, heavy yellow tones in my skin, and I really love this. So all of those are staying. So let's talk about the eyeshadow palettes. This past week, I did berries. That's what the theme was. As you know, if you follow my channel, if you follow my blog, I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. I have over 700. And this was one that oh God, that smells so good. This is one that I reused. This is the Razzle Dazzle from Too Faced. The first time I used it, I wasn't too in love with it. But then I realized, like, this creates a very monochromatic look. It has some beautiful, very soft shimmers. These are better applied on the lid with your finger. They come out much better, and I'm gonna end up keeping this one. I love it. Then I used another berry tone, was the Lustrous eyeshadow palette from Makeup Forever. This was Christmas, was it 2017, I think it was. This is what it looks like. Really beautiful. I really enjoyed this like reddish shade, burgundy shade. The black was really beautiful. This purple was really beautiful. So guess what? I'm keeping it. I really enjoyed it. I'm really glad that I'm doing themes instead of just like random stuff, because then I'm getting to see what I really want to use. Then we have the Kat Von D Chrysalis eyeshadow palette. I love, love, love this eyeshadow palette. It is gorgeous. Really pretty. These purples. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Do you see that right there? The blues, the grays, I love it. It blends well. It's so beautiful. I love this shadow palette. I'm keeping it. Now, so this is the Bling Boss from Jaclyn Hill's Vault. I'm not a Jaclyn Hill fan, not after all the crap that's gone on with her. And I do have version 2. It says it on the back of mine. It says version 2. I've used so far this one and the Dark Magic. The Dark Magic was pretty good, but this was phenomenal. I love this eyeshadow palette. It's beautiful. I really got some dips in these really pretty shimmers. Now here's the thing, the shimmers are pretty much all the same color, except for there's this one, and this one are all the same. These of course are different. This was beautiful. I'm gonna keep it. I think it's worth the $15. It may even be worth more. If this was like $20, I probably would have purchased it. So good eyeshadow palette. Another one of my favorites. This is Novena. This is my top 10 eyeshadow palettes that I have. The Novena palette is beautiful. A lot of people bitch about the shimmers, and sometimes it is easier to apply them with the finger, but I didn't really have that many issues. I love Soul. I love Eccentric, Celestial. They're just beautiful. Beautiful. Passion is a beautiful color. This one down here, I love it. So happy. Keeping it. I had a feeling I was going to keep a lot of my berry tones because purple is really a good color for me. Then I used, let me get something to wipe my hands. Then I used from Colored Rain, the Lovelies. I really wanted to use this one. And what I found in this one, I used Romance as a liner shade, and I used this red, Love Love. Do you see that? It's gorgeous. I wore it with some, in combination with another shadow palette, and I look like a superhero. That's what I kept telling my friends. I really love this eyeshadow palette. I'm going to keep it. And I might end up depotting all of my Color Green eyeshadows. I'm not sure yet. Then I use this. Oh my god, I was so excited. This is the Venus XL. I didn't think I was going to love it as much as I do, and I heard that the shimmers were kind of lackluster. I didn't experience that. This is if you are a purple and pink person, this is for you. The shadows are gorgeous. Aphrodite, Triumph, even Inspire is beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, it's just a gorgeous palette. I use this with the Bling Boss, with the Lovelies, with Chrysalis palette. I just love it. It's definitely heavier in pinks than it is purple, but it's gorgeous. Another keeper is the Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream. Let me put this down. And that's what it looks like on the outside. You've probably seen it if you watch any YouTube. I really enjoyed this eyeshadow palette. I used Blueberry Muffin as a liner mostly, but it's a beautiful palette. Cranberry is gorgeous. I'm gonna put it right in the middle. It's right in the middle. Beautiful. Bittersweet was really pretty. Cherry Juice, this one, really pretty in the outer V. So was Chocolate Mousse. I really enjoy Kristen Dominique. And listen, I enjoy her as a person. Like, she's one of the few YouTubers that's come out with a collection that's not, you know, acted like an asshole or a jackass. Or then next up is the 25C from Morphe. I'm surprised to say that I really like this. It has purples and pinks and browns. I use a lot of this in combination with other palettes. I really enjoyed this purple shade up here, which you can't really see. Yeah, this was a really great palette. I'm thinking that I might go ahead and get rid of one of the other palettes that I have that are 25 pan palettes from Morphe, but this one's a keeper. Now this one is something I'm gonna have to try again, and let me tell you why. This is the EYN Beauty Bay Berries palette. The reason I'm gonna have to try it again is because it's not very berry-ish. It's more mauve. They're very light toned, like brownish colors instead of reddish colored berries. They're beautiful shadows. I mean, they're stunning. The mattes are great. I mean, that's the matte at the end, the one on the very last one. And the shimmers are great, but they're not berries. It's not what I expected. That's one of the shimmers down there. I really wanted this to be a different color wheel, if I could say. So I'm keeping everything. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of like redo this one and see what I can do with it. If not, I can pass it along to somebody that can love it a little bit better than I can. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I know you have other things to do, but to hang out with me means a lot. If you're having a rough time, things are kind of going sideways, tie a knot in that rope, hold on for dear life, because things get real, they get different, they get real fucking different. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Take care.